Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm actually going to be filming a tutorial on this look. So this is the look that I wore in that haul video, which I'll link above in case you haven't seen it, but I got so many requests to do a tutorial. So I thought I would share that with you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy watching this tutorial, and if you have any questions or comments for me, leave them below. And if you want to see how to do this look, keep on watching. Bye guys. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I did already moisturize and put on all of that, but we are going to start with a primer, and today I'm using this one that I just got. This is the Wet n Wild Cover All Primer, and I haven't tried it yet. I just got this from Octoly, but I've been really wanting to try some like drugstore type of primers because I really haven't ever found one that I like. So we're going to give this a try today. So this is kind of like a first impressions on this guy. Take the little sticker off of it. But I wanted to do sort of a little bit of a chatty tutorial today just because I have a whole bunch of things I wanted to tell you guys about. Okay, this is really sticky. I feel like I'm rubbing glue on my face, you guys. I don't know. Have you guys ever tried this primer? Let me know what you think down below. It feels weird. Sorry, the texture threw me off, but I did want to tell you guys about a couple things that are going on. So first of all, really exciting, I just joined Snapchat. I have no idea what I'm doing, you guys. It's like, that app, you guys are gonna laugh at me, but I feel like it's so simple that it's complicated. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, where do I go to see like a timeline? I don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, if you guys have advice for me, let me know, but I will link my Snapchat below. There's really not much to see on there right now. I'm still kind of trying to figure it out, but in case you guys want to follow me, and I will follow you back. So, all right, so next I'm going to apply foundation, and I have another new product I'm going to be trying out with this today. So I'm going to be using my Revlon Photo Ready foundation. This is part of my Use It or Lose It for the year, and this color is just a little light on me right now. So what I thought I would do is use these drops to darken it up just so that it's not as light. And these are from the Body Shop. These are brand new. This is the darkening one. So the way these are supposed to work, it's not supposed to change the coverage or texture of your foundation, but just adjust the color for you. So I am starting freelancing, which is the other thing I wanted to tell you guys about, and I thought that these would be perfect for my kit. So I did want to try out this one today just to see if they do really work the way they say they're going to, because if so, I think this would be a great thing to have in my kit so that I don't have to have as many foundations. It only is supposed to, like, one drop is supposed to adjust the shade just like half a shade, so you don't want to use too much, obviously, so I'll still have to have a lot of different colors of foundation in my kit, but this way it'll help a little bit. You guys know what I'm saying. So I just put some of the foundation on the back of my hand. Sorry, I'm looking down at these drops, and then what I'm going to do is just put one drop in because it's not too far off on me. Ooh, that's a big drop. It's very thick, those drops, so I'm going to blend it in with my finger because I'm using a beauty blender today. Ooh, I don't know, you guys. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. I'll show you. Can you guys see that at all? It's kind of, it's definitely making it darker, but it's kind of uneven, so I'm trying to blend it in with my finger. I feel like I'm painting on the back of my hand. All right, well, let's grab my beauty blender, and we'll just put this to the test and see how it works. Oh, it's not too bad, actually. Okay. I thought it was going to be worse than that. I thought it was going to be like a swirled effect of like a beige and a brown swirl all over my face, but no, that's not too bad. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and buff this in. And I don't want this video to be like 30 minutes, so I'm going to kind of cut in and out. You guys don't have to see me apply everything. So it actually seems to be applying really, really nicely, and I think the coverage I'm getting from this is what I would normally expect from this foundation. So I don't think those drops actually affected the coverage at all, just like they said they wouldn't. And the color actually looks a lot better than when I didn't add the drops. It's really, really light on me. So, so yeah, I'm pretty pleased actually. I'm just going to finish buffing this in, and then we're going to go ahead and start on our concealer. So yeah, I think I am going to throw those in my kit. I think that'll be really great actually. So I decided to start freelancing because I'm not, as you know, working at Sephora anymore, and I do have not a ton of extra time, but I'm just one of those people, I like to always have things going on, if that makes sense. I just like to be busy. I like to keep myself busy, and since I stopped working at Sephora, even though I was only working like 20 hours a week, I could really feel the difference. Like, there's times where I'm just like sitting around going, now what do? I don't want to watch TV. I've been reading a lot, which is good. You know, I'm playing with my kids and all the stuff that I normally do, but I don't know, I like to have my time pretty full. I like to feel like I'm accomplishing things, so I'm really looking forward to doing some freelance, and plus I really just enjoy working with makeup, and of course I apply makeup to my own face, but I really like applying makeup on clients as well. So I just thought it would be a really good fun fit for me. Plus I already have so much makeup. I pretty much have what I need for a starter kit. I'm just getting some other necessities, you know, of course all of the sanitary tools and stuff that I need, and like an actual kit and stuff like that to put everything in. But yeah, so these are going to be really come in handy. I'm really excited about those Body Shop drops. And like I mentioned, I used the dark one today, but they have a light one too. So if your foundation is a little bit too dark, you can use this to lighten it up. All right, so now that we have the foundation on, I'm just going to buff my concealer in here. And this look that I'm doing today was highly requested. It's what I was wearing in my haul video that I did, like that huge Sephora haul right before I left working at Sephora. I think I titled it Huge Sephora Haul plus Why I Quit Working at Sephora. So I had so many requests to do this look, and I was trying to find a dupe for one of the eyeshadows I used because it was a limited edition eyeshadow that you can't really get anymore, which I found a pretty good dupe, so we're going to use that today. I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye. I'm using this CoverFX Illuminating Translucent Powder, so it's just a translucent powder. It does kind of kick up a lot of dust, so I always have to like close my eye when I apply it so I don't get it all over inside my eye. Really do like it a lot. You just have to be kind of cautious with it because it will kick up a lot. And then I'm just going to go ahead and set the rest of my foundation using the Makeup Forever Matte Duo setting powder. Alright, I kind of really like the way that this coverage looks. I'm going to be curious to see how this primer wears throughout the day. I'll have to give you guys an update and let you know how it wears, because I wasn't really liking the texture, but all my makeup seemed to apply nicely over it, so we'll see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on our eye look now. So I'm going to start by priming my eyelid using the Benefit Air Patrol, one of my favorite lid primers. This one does cancel out discoloration, and as you guys can see, I have a lot of like blue veins on my lid. And since this has a yellowish tint, it actually helps to really offset that blueness. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. Okay, and then real quick, I just want to set that because it can be a little bit sticky, and I just don't want any of the eyeshadows that we're working with today to stick to it. So this is the Wet n Wild Brulee shadow. It's just a really good nude eyeshadow, and I love using this all over the lid to set down a tacky base. It works wonders. Plus, I think this is only like $1 or something like that. I know I got mine at the Dollar Tree. But I think even at the drugstore, that's how much it costs, so. I love when stuff costs $1. Why can't everything cost $1? Wouldn't that be awesome? I'd be like, oh my god, my collection would fill this room if everything costs $1, so maybe that's a good thing. Okay, let's see. I kind of want to do my brows first, so I'm actually going to cut this part out because I did just recently do an eyebrow tutorial. So if you guys want to see how I do my brows, I'll link it above, but I'm going to jump you guys ahead. I am just going to be using my Anastasia Brow Wiz, which is my holy grail. Okay, so now that I have my brows all done, we're gonna go ahead and start on the eyes. So in the original video, the look that I'm copying, I actually was using this shadow right here, which is called White Wheat, and it is from MAC, and it is limited edition. So as I said, I got a dupe for it, and I'm going to be using this. It's actually a highlighter from Love Luxe Beauty, and I will link her site below, and this is the color of this is Enchanted. So they are not exact dupes. I will do a swatch side by side so you guys can see. So if you have the White Wheat from MAC, it is exactly what I used in the other video, but really close. Let me show you the side by side swatches. So the one on top is the MAC eyeshadow, the one on the bottom is from Love Luxe. So it is a little chalkier, but it's actually still got very, very similar color, and it's actually really, really beautiful highlighter, but I'm going to be using it on my eyes today. I probably will actually highlight with it too, but let's go ahead and get started. So first what I'm going to do is use a bronzer today. I'm just using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess, And I'm gonna put this in my crease and use it as a blending shade. So I'm gonna go, like I said, right into my crease and like start on the outer corner. And because of my hood on my eye, I like to go just a little higher than my crease, just to kind of define my crease more, because otherwise I really have no crease. So that's what we're doing first. And this is just going to provide transition. It's not really going to show up in the eye look too much, but it will add a little bit of warmth and like a transition from the highlight that we're going to apply on the brow bone down to the colors that I'm applying. By the way, Nikki, who owns Love Luxe Beauty, she's actually the sweetest girl. She has her own YouTube channel, and she's like very active on Facebook. She has like a couple of, she's the administrator on a couple of Facebook groups that are related to makeup and beauty. She's a beauty addict like most of us are, and she's a really, really sweet girl. So I will make sure to link her site below in case you're interested in picking up this highlighter that we're using as an eyeshadow today. And because of the hood on my eye, I'll kind of like lift my brows and straighten my eye out to apply it, and then I look at myself with my brows down straight on, because a lot of the work that I do does tend to disappear after my lid is at rest. So then I'll kind of go back and apply it to anything where like I feel like it disappeared a bit. Having a hooded eye is such a pain in the butt, let me tell you. I love working on clients that don't have a hood, because sometimes I'm like, man, I can never do those makeup looks, and then I'll work on a client that doesn't have hooded eyes, and I'm like, oh, I can do it on her. I just can't do it on myself. I'm just gonna take a packing brush and I'm going to apply that highlighter that we've been talking about. And what I'm gonna do with this is I'm actually going to apply it just to the first 1/3 of my lid, and then I am gonna go into like the inner corner of my eye and a little bit along the first 1/3 of my lash line as well.
I'll see you guys next week.
Let me zoom you guys in for the eyes here. Alright, so as I mentioned, I'm just gonna go with the 1/3, and I'm gonna just really press this in. Because this is a highlighter, it can be a little bit, you can get some fallout with this, so just be really, really careful, go real slow, and we'll just wipe away any fallout that we get. At least it's a light color, so you don't have to worry too much about fallout. But you can actually apply some Fix Plus if you want, which will help prevent the fallout, but it also will build up your pigmentation a little bit better. But I feel like this is actually a very, very pigmented powder, so you don't really need to do that, but you can. And again, I'm going for the 1/3 here, and then I'm just going to make sure I get this inner corner really saturated with color, because I want it to be nice and light and bright on the inside of my eyelid. So that day that I did my eye makeup, that's what I was doing. I was just making sure it was really bright on the inner 1/3 of my eye. And we are using a mixture of eyeshadows today, because this is what I was using on my eye. But the next eyeshadow we're going to be picking up is this kind of a pinky shimmery shadow. This is from Makeup Geek, and it is called Cinderella. And this one we're just going to be putting right on the center part of the lid. So basically where we left off from the yellow, and we actually are going to overlap that just slightly so it creates a nice transition. And then we'll leave the outer 1/3 blank, because we're going to go in with a deep purple in that area. So as you can see, I'm kind of patting it and then blending a little bit just where that other color leaves off, just so that it has a gradient look to it. So I'm going to do that on both sides. Okay, I'm going to take a blending brush, blend those together, and then I'm going back over and building up that yellow a little bit where I felt like it disappeared too much. Now what we're doing is we're going to go ahead and add that purple. So this is from Mary Kay, and the name of this is, it's Sweet Plum, I believe. It's kind of rubbed off a little bit, but that's what it looks like to me. So I'm just going to use a pencil brush, and what we're going to do is apply it to the outer corner, the outer V, and we are going to kind of go over a little bit of that pink that we put on there. And I am also going to run this eyeshadow on my lower lash line as well, using the pencil brush. This eyeshadow does have some fallout, so you do have to go really slow and be kind of cautious. When I applied this the other day, it took me a long time to kind of back and forth building up the pigmentation and wiping away some of the fallout. So it's not the best quality shadow. I would definitely suggest, if you have a deep plum shadow, from another line, you might want to use that in replacement, but I wanted to use as close as possible the same shadows that I used in that video because I had so many requests.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, baby. So as you can see, it does take a lot of building up on this eyeshadow. It doesn't go on super pigmented, so I'm just kind of back and forth, building it. I don't want to get it everywhere. I want to keep it precisely where, you know, where I want the shadow to be applied, but just to make sure we get that deep purple to show up. And then I am going to just lightly blend this into my crease. Now I don't want to go too far in. I want to kind of concentrate it on the outer corner because that's really the look that I had in that video. But I'm just going to lightly brush this in just to blend everything together and then build that back up because we blended away some of it. So I'm going to go ahead and keep building. My camera's about to die, so I'm trying to go kind of fast, but I don't want to rush this makeup look either because it does take time to really get the pigmentation right where you want it. And then again, this shadow does require some building. So, okay, so now that I have like my basic shadow look done, what I'm going to do is line my lower lash line. And I'm actually using this Maybelline liner. This is what I had on the other day. This is the Smoked Coal liner in the shade Plum, I think, brandied raisin. So it's kind of like a deepish purple color. You can really use any purple liner, or if you want to, just use a black liner. This is so dark it does show up almost black. So I'm just gonna go ahead and smudge this kind of smokily into both my lower lash line. Okay, and then I'm going to line my waterline with my Urban Decay waterline pencil in Legend. I'm gonna do my waterline and my tight line real quick. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply a winged liner, and today I'm just using my Physicians Formula Eye Booster. Mine's a little bit frayed, which is, I need to go get a new one, but I love this. It's actually a really good liner. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do sort of a bold liner. This liner really kind of ties the whole look together. Okay, I'm so scared my camera's gonna die, you guys. I'm kind of rushing this a little bit, but okay, so I got my bold liner on, and now I'm just gonna apply, of course, my Tarte Opening Act primer, and then I'll follow it up with a mascara. Today I'm using the Rollerlash mascara. Apply a good coat to both my bottom and top lashes. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly do a light contour and blush. I'm gonna be using the Coralista blush today and that Park Avenue Princess bronzer to just do a quick bronze up of my face. Oh my god, you guys, I am going so fast. I'm trying to get this done. And then I decided for my highlight, I'm actually gonna just use this Candlelight highlight from Too Faced. And I'm just gonna use the lighter side right here. For my lips, I'm gonna use this combination, just my Makeup Forever lip pencil. And I'm going to line and fill my lips in. This is the shade 3C. Okay, and then I'm gonna top it off with this the Ciate Liquid Velvet in this shade Swoon. These go so nicely together. Alright you guys, that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial today. And if you have any questions or comments for me, please leave them below.